monster.
Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and today we're going to be going through all the maps and ranking them. Not necessarily like we did with the premium tanks, where it was just like, oh, this is an S rank, this is an A rank. No, we're going to be assigning actual numbers, 1 through 100, to all of them, and then sorting them out and looking at my top 70. Yes, there are 70 maps in this game. 70 individual maps, and that isn't including the different variants like airfield, sandstorm, airfield, war. I mean 70 individually named maps. Like Abbey is 1, airfield is 2, Amazon is 3, Arctic region is 4, like that. So let's go through these, and I'll give you a number 1 through 100 for each of them. We're gonna breeze through them hopefully because there's 70 of them, and then I'll get the list in front of you guys so you can see exactly where they rank on my board, because I'm curious too. And so obviously, 1 being, I really wish this, you know what, this map could just go die in a hole. 100 being, this map is utterly insane. 50 being, I don't care. I really don't care about this map, whether it stays or goes. It's just in the game, you know. And then anything above 50, obviously, is on the higher side, then to the point where I like it. Like 51, there's a little bit of enjoyment on this map, and then 49 is like, you know. So that's what we'll be doing. But I can't believe there are 70 maps. Like, it feels like there's 6, maybe 7. In this game, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like that? There are, guys, there are 70 different maps. Yeah, think about that. All right, starting things off. Okay, we're gonna do Abbey first. We're gonna go in alphabetical order. Abbey, I tell you what, I enjoy this map. There's different things you can do. It rolls out to some good games. This game also, oftentimes, I find it rolls to the full 15 minutes, and I love those kinds of games. But it's not one that I absolutely adore, so I'm only going to give this one a 64, I believe. That's what I'm going to be ranking this one, is a 64. Then we have airfield, and I'm not going to be including the sandstorm. This is just the regular variants, airfield, okay? Like, if I'm going to just get airfield, regular airfield, how am I going to be feeling? Well, yet again, there's a couple different things you can do on this map, but I typically only do one thing, sometimes 2 different things, and the map is somewhat linear and plays the same almost every single time. And I don't know where I want to put it. I think it's just barely decent. I'm going to give it a 52. It's just barely where I enjoy it, for sure. I'm moving on to Amazon. This is just a turd. They just take a map that I love so much, and they just made it worse. And I just have no love for this map, and they've added blocks where you can't go. So they've just reduced the playable area on this map. They're like, hey, you know all those things you like about Arctic region? Yeah, we removed a bunch of those. So have fun. I'm going to give this one a 31. It's a 31 for me. Yeah, get out of my life. I don't care about you. And then moving on to Arctic region. This one has so many different things you can do on it. And I really enjoy this one. The amount of different things. Like, you could play on the ice, which is hilariously fun. You can go and scout. You can hold the line, hold the base. You can snipe. You can push with heavies. You can play aggressively. You have these bushes you can use. There's so many different things you can use. And I think this is going to be the first one that's fairly high. I'm feeling a 79 out of this one. A nice, juicy 79. And that moves us on to Ardennes. I hate Ardennes. Anytime you go anywhere on this map, you're just getting hit in the side. There's just so many. It almost doesn't reward skill. It's one of those maps where you almost have to work from the outside in, but if you work from the outside in, you get shot by tank destroyers, shot by artillery. But then if you go straight to the inside, everyone and their mother can shoot you. There's just too much. Just too much on this map that I think they tried to cram into a small little map, and it just doesn't work. And I absolutely hate this one. And I hate it so much. It's getting an 8. It's literally getting an 8 for me. So, yeah. Alright, moving on to Baja. They take South Coast, which is already one I am not too fond of. And then they just made it worse. They made the plays that you could make on South Coast, and they just got rid of them. Like the aggressive, cool plays you could make. And they just got rid of some cover, and then they made it more open, and they make it so that camping your base is pretty much the best play. And I hate that. This is going to get me a 17. A 17 on the list. Berlin. I really don't care about this map. I don't like it and I don't hate it. People, I hear the same thing out there. Oh, Berlin's pretty good. It's just a reskin Himmelsdorf. And other people, oh, Berlin's crap. And I'm kind of feeling the same way. I don't care. If I get this map, it's whatever. But I think it is on the less enjoyable side for me. Just barely on the less enjoyable side. I'll give it a 45. I would love to, you know, if they removed it, I would be like, okay, cool. You know, that's where I'm at with that tank, with that map. Then moving on to Kane, or Con. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is. I believe it is Con. This one's not bad. I do enjoy this one. And then the spawns they just redid actually was pretty good. I like the rework they did there. Yeah. I enjoy, for console exclusive maps, I enjoy this one a little bit. I'll give this one a 55. So pretty much on the opposite spectrum of Berlin for sure. But then that moves to Kane 1944, which is a different map. And this one I absolutely hate. Anywhere you go, there's just side shots. It's kind of got the same feel as Ardennes for me. However, it's not quite as bad as Ardennes, so it's not going to be an 8. And you can have some interesting games on it, but there's just no arty cover. It's pretty much an artillery's field day on this map. Artillery just feasts, and I really don't like that at all. And it feels like the north side always has the advantage, but that's just me. And because of that, I don't like it. I know some people do like it, but I'm only going to give this one a 20. It's going to sit just right at 20. I don't like it. That moves on to Cliff, and I love Cliff. Despite how linear it is, this is one of those maps where, unfortunately, you can lose the game within the first 30 seconds if the middle team takes the bull. If one team takes the bull and you don't, you already know you've lost. I had a stream on Tuesday, and that's exactly what happened. It was just over as soon as the game started. Their team pushed the bull, our team didn't, and then we had no map control. And if that wasn't the case, if this map wasn't won by one location, which unfortunately most people don't even know about or don't realize, this would be higher in the list, but because of that location, it's gonna be a bit lower than I was hoping. So I'm only gonna give it a 60. I would love to give it higher, but it's not going to. I do think Abby is a little bit better in this one right now. But that moves us on to, what the heck is Commander Wide Park? I don't know. But that moves us on to Dragon's Ridge, and people don't like Dragon Ridge, and I love it. This is another map that when I play it, it's like Arctic Region and Abbey, where the games tend to go long. And if you can keep yourself alive, you can have some super good fun on it. It's super annoying when you're a slow tank, a really slow tank. It is super annoying. But anything else, you can have some good fun. And I have played those games where I'm in the slow tanks, and it is absolutely annoying. And so I do understand that. And of course, I'm basing this off of my full perspective. And hey, people are going to disagree with me. But this one's getting an 82. I like this one. I like this map a lot. And the changes they made to it just add so much more. I really like it. Duke La Pass. I only like this map if I'm southwest. Otherwise, I can't stand this map. That's a dumb one. I get a little bit of enjoyment from the southwest, so it's not going to be one of those which is less than 50. It's definitely going to be higher than 50. I'm going to give it a 58. But the encounter battle on that is terrible. Assault is terrible. What's the other one? Team destruction is terrible. Standard battle is the only decent one. So, if they got rid of all the other versions of this map, it would be much better. Standard, it would probably be a nice 70 for me. But because of those ones, it's not going that high. El Alamein. When this first came out, I actually fairly enjoyed it. But now everybody plays the same way. Every single time. You don't get anything different from this map. Every time you play it, it's the same. I'm going to give this one a nice 34. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. El Haloof. I'm not going to be including the war variant, just standard El Haloof. And, let's see. I like this one a whole lot. You can go scout the middle, you can go scout the lower left, you can make a aggressive push to their hill. All sorts of things you can do on this map. You can go brawl, you can go use ridge lines, you can snipe. There's something for everybody on this map. There really is. And I enjoy that. Plus, it's a classic map, and when they changed it, they just made it better. So, I'm going to rate this one a nice, juicy 77. Yeah, so 77 sounds fair to me. I do agree. Ensk. I'm going to do an Ensk and an Ensk War for this one, because Ensk and Ensk War are very different, and they do play very differently. And, first off, Ensk... regular Ensk, not Ensk War, just Ensk. I like it, but it's just very... You get punished for playing the game on Ensk. trying to get to the city if you get a bad spawn, and I hate that about the map. It's like, oh, you're a heavy tank and you got a bad spawn, good luck, you're gonna get shot in the side now, congratulations. I don't like that aspect of the game. Plus it's a whole lot easier for the north to get into spawn because they actually have cover going from the spawn to this town. The north actually have cover, and I hate that. But it's a classic one, but it's not super lovable for me. I'm only gonna give this one a 56. But then Ensk War, it's pretty much the same thing, but they added cover also in all sorts of different places, and they removed some trains, and they just made it a whole lot more fun to move around on and try different things on such a small map. 600 by 600, you can actually try different things, and that's pretty cool. So I'm actually going to give it a much higher score. I'll give it 10 higher, 66. I like it a lot more than the standard one, that's for sure. So that, because I included Ensk War, there's actually 71 maps on this list. Erlenberg. And we're not including any of the extreme weather variants, alright? Those are all going to be low on me, for me. I hate them. I hate them. Alright, Erlenberg Standard Battle. Or just Erlenberg. I like Erlenberg. So, this one is going to have to be... I really like Erlenberg. Because, yet again, it plays long, and there's so much you can do on this map. You can do so many different things. Most people are going to play it the same way. That's what people do. They have a way they want to play. And because they play that way, they hate the map. And I know a lot of people who hate Erlenberg, but if you're willing to try different things, you're going to find that this map is really fun. And it's a puzzle, because you have to try to figure out how to push across that river without dying. Because the river is a death zone. It really is, because of the snipers. So once you've won the first half of the game, or survived the first half, now you have to just figure out, how am I going to cross that river? And I really like those kinds of puzzly games. And this one's going to get another, somewhere in the 80s again, I think. It's not as good as Dragon Ridge for me. I'm going to give this one a 78. 78. Never mind, not quite 80. It does not quite deserve to be there. Not at all. What do we have now? Fisherman's Bay. There is a difference between Fisherman's Bay and Fisherman's Bay War, but not big enough for me to warrant two choices. So just regular Fisherman's Bay. The Ridge is fun. I like playing the Ridge, but I always get artied there, and that's a little bit annoying. I don't like that. I don't like how on a lot of maps, when you play how you're supposed to, you get artied, and this is one of those maps where you will get artied if you play properly. So you're forced to go into the town, and then the town is just a linear fight. And I really don't like the town fight. I don't like the one-line push on this map either. I only really like the middle. But I've had so many fun games on this map. It's one of those where when the game goes long, which it can do on this map, it's fun to move around and have some fun. And yet that is really what makes me like a map. I'm going to give this a 62. It's not as good as Abbey, but it's decent for sure. Fjords. Talk about linear maps. Unless I spawn in the northeast, this map plays the same way every single time. And that can be really, really boring. It really can be. And going up to the northeast, I think I said northeast is the spawn. Northwest is the spawn. But if you travel to the northeast on this map, it's linear again, and you hope you don't get artied. You hope you've got better turret armor. And if you go into the heavy brawling zone, which is in the southwest, yet again, you hope you don't get artied. And you hope you have better armor than the enemy team, and you hope your team doesn't block each other as they shoot. And then if you go in the middle, you hope you don't get artied. You just, every location you go to where you're supposed to fight, you just get artied. And that's going to give me a nice juicy 39 for this map. I don't like that. Not at all. Ghost Town. Ghost Town is such an average map. There's nothing really wrong with it, but there's also nothing great about it. I enjoy it more in the competitive aspect of the game, but I really don't care for it at all in the pubs, and so it's going to give me a nice even 50. I don't care about this map, whether it stays or goes. Really don't. Great Wall. Screw Great Wall. Let's make a map which is corner to corner. Corner to corner. And there's no pass through the middle. You have to drive from one corner up the straight line 1 kilometer. Then you have to go make a 90-degree turn and travel another kilometer to get to the enemy base. Or vice versa to get back to your base. So it's literally a fight. Who's going to win their flank first and then cap the base. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. And nobody's safe from arty either. Just the way the map is designed. You'd think, oh, there's a wall and a giant mountain. You're safe from arty. No, not the way this map is set up. Oh, this is worse than Fjords. This is a bad one. This is really bad. This is gonna give me a 16 is what this one's gonna get from me. Like, it's bad. Great Wall can just go die. And I'm just being mean here. It's an inanimate object, so I can wish harm upon it, okay? Hilbron. This one's not bad. I hate the town on this map, and too many idiots go town. Town serves no purpose at all, other than to attract moths to a flame, and then they die. Because town, you have to cross an open field to leave the town to go either way, so you can't attack the enemy base from town, and you can't defend your base from town. Otherwise, I think this map is pretty good. There's so many different things you can do on it. It's going to give me a 70, not quite 70. We'll give it a 69. I think just right below 70. And Hidden Village, moving on to this one, is yet another one, which I don't care about at all. When I get it, it's like, okay, it's Hidden Village, whatever. Sure, okay. And that's about it. Like, okay, it's linear, it plays the same way, but I don't hate it, and I don't love it. It's a 50. This is the second 50 of the day. Highway. This is a toss-up. This one's tough because it also plays pretty much the same way, and it's the same kind of thing as Great Wall, where it's corner to corner, and you can't push the middle. There's so on this map, there's so much dead zone, so much area that you cannot play. In fact, most of the map you can't play. It's just an open field that you die. So you have to go one of two ways, really, on this map. And if you want to play the middle, you can, but it's a gamble every single time. And it's almost not worth the risk anymore now that they have all these ridges that they've set up, and the houses and stuff, the buildings that, you know, protect people from when they're spotted. So it's almost not worth working in the middle anymore. And I hate that about this map. It's actually going to be, even though it's a classic map, it's going to be lower than 50 for me. It's going to have to be. And plus, if you're a heavy tank, I hate being a heavy tank. They changed the spawns for the northwest, which is just dumb. And they separate them and split them up. And now they always lose town. Town always goes to the south team. Sorry, I mixed those up. Okay, swap those. Alright. And I hate that. I hate that. I can't stand it. I'm going to give this one a 29. Get out of my life. I don't need you, Highway. I don't need you. Himmelsdorf. I love Himmelsdorf. So many things you can do. You've got Banana. You can work the middle if you really, really want to try. You work the trains. You can do the retard play, as Circumflexes calls it, but I did it first. Okay? I did it first. But I didn't call it the retard play at the time. Okay? But I did it first. Well, at least I did it before I noticed him doing it, so I don't know. Which is awesome. The hill works. It's pretty good. I just don't like how small it is, and yet how long it takes to go anywhere. The one issue I have with this is if one team wins the banana, they usually jump on cap, and it's actually very difficult to get back from the hill, because you have to go down this road, then you have to go down the other road, and then you have this church in the way from one side, and it's a little bit frustrating. It really can be, and I think that's the only thing that prevents me from ranking it higher. If you get team destruction on this map, it's like perfect map. I do like this map. This one's gonna get me a 77. A 77 from the clone guy. Wait, what do we have? Erlenberg is a 78. Yes, this is slightly worse than Erlenberg in my opinion. Moving on, we have Icebound 1. Moving on, we have Corellia. All right, Corellia. I like Corellia. And yet again, it's one of those maps which you have all these things you can do. You can fight in the normal brawl zone. You can go lower than that and try to sneak by in the rocks and get a nice held on location, or get some side shots. You can go for the hill. You got two different ways to go for the hill. You can go to left side / right side, which is obviously okay. You can go to northwest. That makes more sense for you guys. When you can have some interesting engagements there. You can scout. All sorts of things you can do on this map, and I do enjoy that as well. So this is gonna be Erlenberg is a 78. Oh, this is nowhere near as good as Erlenberg. I'll give it a 71. It reaches the 70s. It does. Kasserine. Kasserine. I don't enjoy this one. Yet again, this is another linear one, and it's just so open, and you get punished sometimes just to play for playing. It's so open, and yet there's so many ridge lines, so you can push all the way up to do some scouting, but nobody has shots. And it's corner to corner, 1200 by 1200. I hate that. Like, I don't like the corner to corner already, and then you do 1200 by 1200, and it just screws over heavy tanks and heavily armored tank destroyers. It's like, oh, you want to play the game? Yeah, have fun. It's going to take you 5 minutes to get to the game. Oh, your base is captured? Have fun. You're not going to get back in time, even though it's a 3-minute countdown on this map. No, I don't like it. This is going to give me a 14. I'm going to give it a 14. I don't like it. Canis. Is that how you say it? Probably not. I haven't played it much, but what I've experienced on it, I've had fun. I've been able to do all sorts of different things. It rewards different play. It rewards playing differently, but there's one hill near the northwest that I absolutely hate. Northeast. Somewhere in the northeast that I absolutely hate. It provides such an advantage for the western team. A huge advantage. You can shoot pretty much anywhere on the map. And because of that, the west team just has a severe disadvantage. And if that hill just disappeared, this map would be amazing. It really, really would. So it's only going to get a... Do I like it better than Abbey? I don't. I think I'm going to give it a 62. It's going to get a 62. Just barely enjoyable for me. Like, yeah, it can stay. But, you know, Kitimat. I wish it was Serene Coast. I miss Serene Coast, but Kitimat isn't bad at all. In fact, it plays almost the same way and feels almost the same. So, if Serene Coast was still in the game, it would probably get the same ranking as this. And I do like how it's slightly different. You can do different things without them actually destroying the map like they did with Baja and South Coast. Like, nicely done there. They took a bad map and made it worse, you know. But this was a good map, and they made it about the same. It's just a reskin map, pretty much. But there is some fun you can do in the little industrial zone if you decide to play. But yeah, I think I definitely like this one better than Abbey. And I'm going to give it a 70. A very generous 70. I'm not going to lie. Comarin, it's low tiers only. Don't hate it. Don't love it. But I enjoy it. I'll give this one a 56. I enjoy it. I go in and say, yeah, this is fun. Whatever, it's a nice change of pace. Lakeville. Oh, we're getting to the heavy hitters now. The good stuff. I love Lakeville. You can go town. Probably not a good idea. I mean, you can go have some fun in town, but if you get spotted going there, you're going to get shot up a whole lot. If you're slow when you're going there, you're going to get shot up a lot. If once you win it and you're trying to escape, you're going to get shot up a lot. You can't defend your base from there, or you're going to get shot up a lot. So I don't really recommend the town, but then if you go Valley, you get artied. It's interesting. This is one of those maps where you get punished for pretty much doing everything and anything, but at the same time, I really like it. I love Lakeville. And I think that's because I like playing the 4-line, which is the middle road. No matter what I'm in, I usually play that location, and I just have fun every time. And even though I die a lot doing that, I like this one. Even though it makes me do stupid things, I enjoy this one. And I've had some pretty epic games on it. And so this is going to be the first one in the 90s. I'm going to give it a 91. 91 from the clone guy. Then we have Liberty Fallen, which is a reskin of Liberty Falls, and they're pretty much the same. There's some differences. I do have them both on here, but they're both going to get ranked the same for me. I don't care about them. I don't hate them, and I don't love them. But at the same time, I think they're a little less than subpar. So I'm going to give them both 48, sorry, not 58. That would be way too generous. They're both going to get a 48 from me. Like I said, I don't love them, I don't hate them, but they're just a little bit less than prime. Live Oaks, another fantastic map that just for some reason just plays well. It plays well. You can go to the town, you can scout the middle, you can go down to the railroad tracks, you can go around the railroad tracks, you can push into the bowl, the dip or die, I think is what the Quickie Baby used to call it, dip or die. Who did I get that from? It might have been him, but I think I got it from the Mighty Jingles. There's so much you can do on this map, and the old version used to be there was a secret pass through the swamp you could go through, otherwise you would drown. But if you're able to stay on this very narrow, like land bridge almost, you could do some sneaky things. They got rid of that. Now you can cross pretty much anywhere, but now they just made the map more playable and more places you could go. And I like this one. This one's gonna give me an 88, an 88 from the clone guy. Malinovka, same kind of ordeal, same kind of deal. It's better for sure than Live Oaks, and there's so much you can do. You have the hill, you have the under area of the hill. You can scout in that little town. You can scout on the ridge. You can go under the ridge into that little tiny lake or swamp or whatever it is. You can scout from there. You can go into the field. You can go into the bushes. You can go around the field. There's so many things you can do on this map, and that's what makes a map good. It really is. It's corner to corner, and I don't appreciate that too much, but it's not as big a deal this time around because you can actually drive through the middle if you need to get back to base, so it's not as bad as some of the other maps. And so Malinovka is going to be a higher one as well. I don't like it as much as Lakeville, but it's close. I'm giving it a 90. A 90 from the clone guy. Mines. Every time I get Mines, like, oh, Mines, I miss Mines. I like Mines. This is a good one. And then I play, I'm like, what? This is so dumb. If you don't get to the middle first, you lose the game. And every other play is boring and as Circumflexes would say, resident sleeper. And that's what this map really is, especially in counter battle. Counter battle is just the worst thing ever invented on this map. It's like, oh, here, Ardennes. Like, if I could have a score of 0, that would be mines in counter battle. But mine's standard battle is going to get a 32. A 32. That's being generous, honestly. That's being generous. Mountain Pass. I love Mountain Pass. It's one of my favorites. It's a classic one that was, I think, one of the original. I think this one was in when the game was full released from beta. And it's always been good. It's barely ever changed. It's just a good map. It's well designed, well done. You have fun on it. You can climb around if you want to. You can go aggressive plays across the bridge if you want to. You can scout through the Death Valley if you want to, which used to be considered Death Valley, but people figured out how to play it. There's so many things you can do in this map, and I truly, truly like this one. Do I like it more than Malinovka? I do not, but I do like it more than Live Oaks, so I will give this one an 89. An 89. Murovanka. I love Murovanka. I hate the heavy brawl zone, and yet I like it. What I hate about it is the artillery, but what I like about it is I tend to have fun there when Artie's not shooting me all day. But if you don't go there, you have the magical forest, which isn't so magical anymore. Now it has ridge lines and no longer 17,000 bushes and trees to hide in. That's a fun place to go. You can work the middle too. There's a ridge in the middle. You can snipe. You can do all sorts of things on this map, and I do enjoy it. Not as much as Live Oaks, I'd say, but it's up there, so I'm going to give it an 87. Moving on from that, we have Namenhan. Whoops. Now we got to find it again. Well, shoot. You know? Namenhan is a turd. Let's talk about it now. Namenhan takes what you love about the game and throws it all out the window. Corner to corner, giant map, bumps everywhere, flips your tank, slows down your light tank, slows down your heavy tanks. Everybody goes to the same 2 locations, everybody fights there, and it depends who's going to get RD'd first. There are a couple aggressive plays you can make, but if you make them, you're the one who's going to get RD'd, so you get punished for trying to play the game on this map. And I hate that. I utterly hate that. It's not quite a 2. It's a 3. It's not a 1, like Icebound, but it's a 3. Northwest. I don't know. This is just... this is another one I don't care about. I don't care. It's like, hey, it's in the map. It's in the game, and I get it. I get it. It's like, okay, here's the map. Normally when I do get it, though, I am slightly, just a touch disappointed that I got Northwest. So it's going to get a 49. Not a 50, but it's going to get a 49. Next is Overlord, and I like Overlord. I just don't like how people play it, and there's no arty cover. And you just get artied from everywhere. I love it when artillery goes to the beach and shoots nothing but the beach. I love that. Because it's cool. It shows just how useless artillery is. But, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like this map. It's going to get me a 40. I'm giving it a 40. Dun, dun, dun. What do we have now? Pacific Island. Ew. Ew, another console exclusive map. It's teeny tiny. Luckily, it's no longer sees tier 10. Cough, cough, Typhoon, cough, cough. Hey, let's add a Typhoon, make it play tier 10. Like, what? Who thought of this? But even at the lower tiers, I just don't like it. Another very linear map. And you get RD'd again for playing the game properly on this map. When you go to the location Wargaming have designed for you to go to, you just get smashed by artillery. And that's just a stupid design. This is going to get a 22 from me. 22. Moving on, we have Panama. Here it is. An actual decent reskin. They took Westfield, which is already a good map, and they just changed some locations. The major locations are about the same, but they removed the town and added another ridgeline there. Then in the valley, they removed a bunch of trees and added rocks and rivers. And so it adds for different gameplay. They didn't make it impossible to play the middle or the valley, but they made it different. Same with the town. They didn't make it impossible to play, they just made it different. And Westfield is a solid map. This is going to give an 85. It's not as good as Westfield in my opinion, but it's still pretty decent. Pearl River. Alright, I have an unhealthy love for Pearl River. There's so much to do on this map. I don't know why people hated it and why it got removed. The plays you can make on this map has everything. You can go anywhere on this map and you can have a good time. Literally any time I go anywhere on this map, it's like, what? Why don't I usually play here? And then I play somewhere else. Why don't I usually play here? And then I go somewhere else on that map. I'm like, why don't I usually play here? There's so many different places to play, and they all work. And I really like that. There's no one dominant location. I mean, you could argue the middle is the best play, and it probably is, but like, let's say you win the furthest side, the 1-2 line, maybe that gives you a 25% chance of winning, and the middle maybe gives you a 27, right? It's a 2% difference, and that's what I feel anyway. And there's just so much to do, and this one also leads to some long games, and I love the long games, and I love this map, and I'm gonna give it a 93. I do love it. I love it, love it, love it. Pilsen. When's the last time you had Pilsen? Oh, I did it again. When's the last time you've had Pilsen, guys? For me, it's been a while. I always get the Rogue Harbor one, and I don't really like Rogue Harbor, but I also don't really like Pilsen. Sorry, I'm thinking of Port. Pilsen. Gosh darn, guys. Gosh darn. Port is next. Pilsen is I like Standard Battle. I do. I enjoy it. I have fun there, and I've had some pretty good games, and but the map plays linearly yet again. Encounter is a bit of a pain, but again, I have some fun on that one. Assault is stupid. Assault is dumb. What's the other one? Team Destruction is decent. Corner to corner, but there are no bases to defend. It allows your team, both teams, to spread out further than the Standard Battle. I like this one. I know people hate it, but I like it. I don't like Encounter too much, and Assault is dumb, but I really like Team Destruction and Standard Battle. And those are the you usually get Standard Battle, and as long as I'm getting those, I am enjoying it. So it's gonna be above 50, not too much higher than 50. I'll give it a 59. It can sit there, but now Port, and I don't like Port. It's a lot better than it used to be, for sure. But it bores me. Whenever I get it, I just go to the center bridge and do as much damage as I can before I die. That's pretty much how I play it. And it's yet again, it's only a couple plays you can make. This is gonna get a 44 because it's not too terribly bad. Prokhorovka. All right, show of hands. When's the last time you've gotten this? It has been at least a month for me, maybe longer. I've not seen this map in ages. Maybe 2 months. It's been a long time for me. Where is it? I don't know. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Very open, no RD cover, but lots of things you can do. If it wasn't for the artillery, if artillery did not exist, this map would be high 90s. High 90s, but artillery does exist. I'm looking at my list. Do I like it more than Lakeville? Heck no. Do I like it more than Mountain Pass? Heck no. Do I like it more than Murovanka? I do. I'm going to put it 88, which is the same as Live Oaks. Some of you are like, you're ranking Prokhorovka the same as Live Oaks? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Province. This is a crap. This is just turd. Like, it's for low tiers, Clone Guy. Yes. And that makes it even worse. It's a map that rewards view range, which guess what? Tiers 1s, 2s, and 3s don't have, which are the tanks that play at that tier. Unless, of course, you're a Seal Clubber. If you're a Seal Clubber, you have optics, you have binocular telescope, you have a decent crew, you have recon, situation awareness, brothers in arms, you have food maybe. You're playing a premium tank that didn't lose its view range, and you're just slaughtering everyone. What a terrible, terrible idea of a map for new players. It's just bad. And then the new players go into YOLO into the middle of the map and die. Nicely done. What a good map to learn on. Really, really, really. And that's all sarcasm. I'm giving this one a 4. It can go die. Like, what a stupid, stupid design. Obviously, it was designed by the PC, but still. Rezanine. Ugh. I hate this one, too. I have some fun plays. If I spawn in the southeast, I rush up to the northeast and do some hilarious fun from there. And then if I spawn in the northwest, I rush to the southwest and have some fun there. So I'm going around the map counterclockwise pretty much no matter where I come from, unless I'm a slow heavy, then I just go to the castle no matter what. But it's because of that, it's pretty boring. It's a boring map. It really, really is. I'll give this one a 21. 21. Ravage Capital. This is pretty good. I like this map. It's not Paris like on PC. It's a reskin version of that, but better. Like, they made it. It's literally better. Somehow they made the map that's not very good on PC, and they just made it better. The heavy tank brawl zone is better. The field isn't just an open field with 2 bushes on each side where if you cross it, you die. You can have some fun on this map. And then you have that nice little trench you can YOLO through. It's a fun one, I have to admit. This is going to be 80s, believe it or not. I'm going to give it just a straight 80. A straight 80 for sure. Red Shire. I love Red Shire. It's amazing. It's not perfect. The standard Red Shire, I wish they would get rid of the hill that one side gets. Is it the south side? The south side gets? Yeah, the south side gets. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that hill at all. If they got rid of that hill on the standard Red Shire, it would be a fantastic map. I mean, it already is a fantastic map. There's so much to do. I have to give it a 97. Like, what tank? I can't think of a tank where if I got this map, I'm like, crud, it's Red Shire. No, every single tank. It's like, oh, it's Red Shire. Cool. I have a play I can do. I can do this. I can do that. I can go here, go there. I'm a light tank. I can aggressively scout. I'm a sniper. I can go here. I can sneak up here. I can go there. Oh, the game is taking a long time. I can move around the map. I can rotate and go here, go there. It's got to get a 97. Red Shire gets rid of that hill I was talking about, but it adds a castle, which I don't enjoy. I think that's a boring location. And the normal brawl zone I don't like as much, but it's still pretty decent. It changes the brawl zone. In fact, you know what? It changes the brawl zone. Doesn't make it better. Doesn't make it worse. It makes it different. And then to remove the hill is great. But then to add the castle, it's a bit boring. I don't like the castle area at all. And it changes the middle where I like to play. But it's still not a bad map. I'm going to give it a 96. I still love this version. I don't like it as much, just barely. But it's not great. I mean, but it is great. 96. That's great. Rogue's Harbor. It's port. So, yeah, 44. Except reskin. So 43. Because it's mercenaries. There we go. Ruinberg. Now there's winter and war, but I'm pretty sure they're the same other than encounter and assault. I think those are different. But for the most part, they're the same. For the standard battle, so we'll rank them the same. We'll give Ruinberg. I enjoy Ruinberg. I enjoy the plays you can make on Ruinberg. Again, it's one of those maps which you can have some fun, but also it's because it's small. You can lose the game within the first 2 minutes, and it's really frustrating when that happens. It's usually +2 games where that happens on this map, and this map does not like +2. If you get a +2 game, you're in. It's tough luck to you, bud. Tough luck. But I do enjoy it. I'll give this one a 56. No, Comorin is a 56. I like this more than Comorin. I'll give it 57. Sacred Valley time. That's all I can say about this map is if you want a linear map, just go no further than Sacred Valley. This map is the definition of linear. You better be playing the same way you've been playing every single time, or something's gonna go bad for you. You can try to do something different, but it barely ever works. Otherwise, you're playing the same, and I hate it. And it's another map which, yet again, I feel ends too quickly. In +2. +2, yet again, hates this map. +2 hates a lot of maps, but this map really hates it. And I'm going to give this one a 17. I don't like it. And that might be low to some of you, but I don't like it. It was removed for a reason. Salvage Yard, it's pretty much a Malinovka, but different. I wouldn't say worse. I wouldn't say better. But it's different. And I do enjoy it as well, so I'm going to give this one a 90. It's just a reskin clone guy, yeah, but I enjoy getting it as much as I enjoy getting Malinovka, so I can't hate it. Sand River! I love Sand River. It's one of my all-time favorites. You can go to the river, you can go to the ridges, you can go up top, you can go down below, you can go 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, 5 line, so many things you can do. You can find Arty cover, believe it or not, somehow, some way. If Arty didn't exist, this map would be better, and a million times better. But it does, so it's not going to be, you know, a 99. It would never be a 99, but it's going to be a 90. It's going to be in the 90s for me. Do I like it more than Malinovka? Yes, I do. Do I like it more than Red Shire? Heck no. Do I like it more than Pearl River? No. I'll give it a 92. 92 from the clone guy. 92 from the clone guy. Severgorsk, another one I like, but no one else does. And this is a linear one. And this is a very linear map. There's pretty much 2 plays you can make. And for some reason, I enjoy those 2 plays. But it is linear. I'm gonna have to give it. Oh, this is rough because I like this map. I like it more than Ravage Capital. Do I like it more than Ravage Capital? I do. I'll give it an 81. An 81, just barely better than Ravage Capital on my list. Siegfried Line. so many things you can do in the town, and then you can go in the field if you want to risk it, but with all the vanguards going around, every time I get this map, there's just vanguards, and I'm just like, I don't want to fight the vanguards. Yeah, I can kill them before they kill me easily, but the issue is I'm going to be missing them, they're going to be annoying, they'll be rolling around, keeping me spotted, I'll be getting shot by other people, and just vanguards have been ruining this map for me, for sure. And you're not always going to get vanguards, but you get them a whole lot in the games. They're the most played tier 8 other than the STG, and they're annoying to fight against, that's for sure. I'll give this one a 78. I think that's a fair number. That's higher than Himmelsdorf. It is. Oh, that's higher than Himmelsdorf. I'll give it a 76. Okay, so slightly lower than Himmelsdorf for sure. But it's a good map. I do like it. Scorpion Pass. When I think about this map and I think about the Southwest, I'm thinking, oh yes, I'm getting Southwest on Scorpion Pass. This is gonna be fun. I love this map. I love it, love it, love it. And then I think about getting the North side, or I think about Encounter, or I think about Assault, and then I think, oh, this map is crap. Only one spawn, only standard battle Southwest do I ever enjoy this map, which is a 25%, right? 25% of the time, maybe. So that's going to give me a 25. 25% of the time I like this map. So yeah, get out of my life. South Coast. I don't hate it and I don't love it, but I think it's on the lower side of things. I'm going to give this a 43. I kind of do hate it, but not too much. But I don't like it. Like, yeah, it's tough to describe. I don't like the map, and especially for some reason, it's a map I get all the time, and I just don't like it. And then the Baja version is just, you know, it's bad. Stater Dunkelheit. I'm probably saying that wrong. Pretty much Himmelsdorf, and I like it. I like it a lot, but it, you know, plays the same as Himmelsdorf, so 77. Steps. Steps is a good one. I love Steps. You get smashed by Artie a whole lot. Your team loses a whole lot. It's every map, but this one is another one which it feels like one team just gets an advantage real fast. But it's another one of those where if the game goes long, you can do some serious work and have some serious fun on this map. There's a whole lot of things you can just move around to, a lot of locations you can fall back to, or sneak up on, get in bushes to surprise people. It's not corner to corner. If you have to reset, it's very easy to reset the map. You don't have to worry about your base too much. The amount of times I actually get capped out on this map is like never. I bumped the mic there. Barely ever get capped out on Steps, and I do enjoy it very much. And I'm gonna have to give this one's gonna be a nice 85. That's lower than Morovanka. Yes, it is. That's fair. That works for me. 85. Swamp. I like the old version of Swamp better. Now this map plays the same. I always play this the same way on this map because you kind of have to. I have a play. It's the best play I can think of. In that play that I make doesn't work when you spawn north. It only works when you spawn south, and that just gives such a huge advantage to the south. I find myself winning more often from the south. And when I play against other super unicums, they kind of make that same play I always make, and it's the same thing, where spawning from the south is just an advantage, and I just hate that. And I don't like this map. I don't like it. It's gonna get 46. I think we already have a 46, but that's okay. It's gonna get a 46 anyway. Thiepval Ridge. I like Thiepval Ridge. Yet again, it's one of those which you have so many things you can do. I enjoy it. Thiepval Ridge is fun in my mind. I enjoy it. For a console exclusive map, it's fairly decent. I'm gonna give it a 57. Just nice 57. Thiepval Ridge, 1944. They take Thiepval Ridge and get rid of the trees. Yeah, and then they add this stupid overpowered location, which they removed from the regular Thiepval Ridge, but they kept in 1944, and it is overpowered. Whenever I get my tank up there, it's just like, well, I win, you all lose, and I don't like that, and I don't like the map, and the subtle changes were enough to just screw this map over and make it a turd burglar. So it steals turds. It steals turds from you. I'm gonna give it a 38. That's a major drop for a quote unquote improved map. Well done, well done. Moving on is Tundra. I enjoy this one, but if you really want the definition of a fast moving map, which you have no time to do anything and your team just wins or loses immediately, look no further than Tundra. There's a hill, and if you do not go to the hill, you are dumb. It's as simple as that. You can reset your base from hill. You can redeploy anywhere from the hill. If you go elsewhere to the 1-2 line, which so many heavies do, you're stupid. And it's as simple as that. You're dumb. You're playing wrong. You don't have shots on your cap circle from there. You have to cross. You have to cross a field. You have to go up a hill. You can't fight against the hill. You just, hey, I've won this location. Oh, we're losing the game. We lost the hill. And then you can blame your team, right? If you go 1-2 line. No, it's your fault. If you're not on the hill helping your team, you lose the game. And so many people don't go hill. And it's really dumb. And that's unfortunate. But it's also a map that I don't care about. I don't care if it's in the game. I don't care if it's removed. And I do enjoy the hill. But I hate how teams play on it. And so that averages it out. So it's going to be another one of those 50 ones where it's, you know, if they removed it, I wouldn't care. Westfield. Oh, my goodness. My baby. Oh, Westfield. You're so good to me every time I get you. You have the hill you can go to. You have the town you can go to. You have the side of the hill you can go to. You have the valley you can go to. You can go up top of the hill. You can make an aggressive play on the hill. On both sides of the map you can do. Oh, there's so many things you can do. I have a really fun play I like to do from the south, and I've got a really fun play I like to do from the north. And I love this map so much. Oh, golly gee. The only thing I don't like about this map is when you're in a slow tank and they spawn you at the very, 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 very base end of the hill. That's a little bit annoying. Otherwise, this map is great, and I like it a little bit more than Redshire. And it's almost perfect. If heavy tanks always spawn on top of the hill and slow TDs, it would be a perfect 100. But it's not going to be. It's going to be a 99 for me. 99. Wide Park. I like me some good old Wide Park. This is a good low tier map. I love the Wide Park. It's fun to move around on. I like it. I like it a lot. In fact, I'm going to give it a... For low tiers, I'm going to give it a 72. Okay? I'm going to give it a 72. It can sit there. It's a good one. Last but not least is Windstorm. Windstorm. I don't like the left side. Looking at the map, if you're looking at the map from the top, I don't like the left side play, but it's there and you can play it. The middle is kind of the best location, but the town is fun. There's all sorts of avenues you can go through in the town. I like the middle as well. So I'm going to give it a 66 because there's only really 1/3 of the map I don't like. So it's going to get a nice 66 from me. And that's it. Those are the maps. Now I'm going to take a couple minutes now and sort them out and put them in a notepad. And we'll review them and go from worst to best. Alright, here is the list. We'll be going from bottom to top. My least favorites to my favorites. You'll notice some letters next to some of them. If they have CE, that means they're console exclusive. If they have just a C, that means they're made by console. If they have a CR, that means they are a console reskin, meaning they are on PC, but they're reskinned here on console, or they're different. And some of these numbers have changed as I was writing them out, just to make sure they all fit somewhere, because some of them had the same numbers, and some of them I disagreed with. But this should be my set list. Here we go. Starting from the bottom, 71 is Icebound with 1 point. It is a console exclusive. 70 is Nomenhan with 3 points. It's a console exclusive. 69 is Province with 4 points. 68 is Ardennes with 8 points. Console exclusive. 67 is Kasserine with 14 points. Console exclusive. 66 is Great Wall with 16 points, and it's made by console. It's on PC now, but hey. 65 is Baja, 17 points. Console reskin. 64 is Sacred Valley with 18 points. 63 is Kane, or Khan, 1944, 20 points, console exclusive. 62 is Rezanai, 21 points, console exclusive. 61 is Pacific Island, 22 points, console exclusive. 60 is Scorpion Pass, 25 points, console exclusive. 59 is Highway, 29 points. 58 is Amazon, 31 points, console reskin. 57 is Mines, 32 points. 56 is El Alamein, 34 points, console exclusive. Thieful Ridges, 1944, 38 points, console exclusive. 54 is Fjords, 39 points. 53 is Overlord, 40 points. 52 is South Coast, 43 points. 51 is Rogues Harbor, 43 points, console reskin. 50 is Port, 44 points, console reskin. 49 is Berlin, 45 points, console exclusive. 48 is Swamp, and at this point it's console exclusive, but it was on PC. 46 points. 47 is Liberty Fallen with 48 points, console exclusive. 46 is Liberty Falls, 48 points, console exclusive. 45 is Northwest, 49 points, console reskin. 44 is Hidden Village, 50 points. then slightly higher than that, 43 is Tundra, also 50 points, just a little bit more than 50 in my mind. 42 is Ghost Town, with a little bit more than Tundra at 50 points. 41, Airfield, 52 points. 40, Con, 53 points, console exclusive. 39, Comorin, 55 points. 38, Ensk, 56 points. 37, Thieful Ridge, 57 points, console exclusive. 36, Dukla Pass, 58 points, console exclusive. 35, Ruinberg, 59 points. 34, Pilsen, 59 points. Just a little bit higher than 59 points. And whoop. 33 is Cliff, 60 points. 32 is Canas, 62 points, console exclusive. 31, Fisherman's Bay, 63 points. 30, Abbey, 64 points. 29, Ensk War, 66 points. Console reskin. 28, Windstorm, 67 points. 27, Heilbronn, 69 points, console exclusive. 26, Kitimat, 70 points, it's console reskin. 25, Karelia, 71 points. 24, Wide Park, 72 points. 23, Siegfried Line, 76 points. 22, Stather Dunkelheit, 77 points, console reskin. 21, Himmelsdorf, 77 points. 20, Erlenberg, 78 points. 19, Alhoof, 79 points. 18, Arctic Region, a little bit more than 79 points. 27, Ravaged Capital, 80 points, console reskin. Severgorsk, 16, Severgorsk, 81 points. 15, Steps, 82 points. 14, Morovenka, 84 points. 13, Panama, 85 points, and this is actually a console reskin, not a console exclusive. 12, Dragon Ridge, 86 points. 11, Prokhorovka, 87 points. Now the top 10. 10, Mountain Pass, 88 points. 9, Live Oaks, 89 points. 8, Salvage Yard, 90 points, console reskin. 7, Malinovka, 90 points. 6, Sand River, 91. 5, Lakeville, 92. 4, Pearl River, 93. 3, Redshire, 1944, 96. Redshire at number 2 is 97, and number 1 is Westfield with 99 points. Now, just to show you how well console has been doing with making their own maps, the first ranked number 27 is the first console exclusive map in this list. Ranked 27, there are 26 other maps created by PC, which are significantly better. And then when you get to the bottom of the list, look at all these CEs and Cs and CRs. Ugh, goodness gracious. Console, can you stop, perhaps, making your own maps if you wouldn't mind? But that's it. That's the video for today. It's a long one, I know, and I apologize for that, but maybe you'll enjoy. I decided to do this. May as well. Here it is. My top maps. And you got to see my thought process as I went through this, because I did not rehearse this before going into this. I was like, I have no idea where these maps are going to list. So here it is. Hope you enjoy. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT's YouTube. Links in the description below. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care, everyone. And peace out.